Okay, here we go. Rule number 9 of comma usage. Obviously, extensive rules for the comma. It seems like we're at rule number 9, and I believe we'll make it to rule 16 or 17, somewhere around there, by the time we're all said and done. So rule number 9, we've moved away from introductory elements. And it's use a comma to set off a noun of direct address. And direct address is basically I'm addressing a person or a group of people directly. And when we say addressing, you are talking to that person or that group of people directly. So you need a comma to set that noun off. So for example, here we've got 4 examples on the board. The first one says, Linda, do you know who invented the first computer? We're missing a comma after Linda because we're directly speaking to Linda. You're directly addressing her. So we have to put a comma after Linda. The second one, I like this. We have an introductory prepositional phrase, so it kind of goes back to that. But we also have a noun of direct address in the statement. In the hallway, Mark, there is a package for you. So if we were to take this rule and use a comma to set off a noun of direct address, somebody's talking directly to Mark and saying, hey man, there's a package for you in the hallway. So we would have to put a comma in front of and after Mark because they're directly speaking to him. Obviously we can change the sentence. We can move in the hallway somewhere else. We could say, Mark, there's a package in the hallway for you, which would make more sense and be easier. But for the purpose of the activity, talking about directly addressing somebody and using commas, we throw Mark in the middle there. The third example, will you assemble the telescope for me, Cindy? We have a question. So we've seen direct address come at the beginning of a statement. We've seen direct address come in the middle, addressing somebody directly. And now we're seeing it at the end. We would put a comma here after me. Will you assemble the telescope for me, comma, Cindy? So I'm talking to Cindy. She must be a wonderful telescope putter together. And then lastly, when you leave, girls, lock the garage. Again, some parent or an adult is addressing the girls. There must be more than one, so that instead of saying their names, they said, hey, girls. And so we have to set that off correctly. So when you leave, comma, girls, comma, lock the garage. So again, looking at, okay, rule number 9 says we use a comma to set off nouns of direct address. These 4 sentences here have shown you that we can directly address somebody. We can speak to somebody directly at any part in the sentence. But when we do, and we say their name, we have to separate them from the rest of the sentence by using a comma. Okay? So, again, rule number 9, use a comma to set off a noun of direct address. The name of a person being spoken to, a group of people being spoken to, etc.